especially if we lost to Miami. We're playing a team that likes to push the ball upfield. This is not a Bill Belichick team with Tom Brady. Tom Brady, I still say, is an older guy, Skip, an old man playing quarterback. He's doing a great job, but he doesn't have the luxury of having a James White in the backfield, a guy who caught 14 passes at Super Bowl when they came back and beat Atlanta. He has Ronald Jones. And they're not the same kind of receiver coming out of the backfield. Our defense is going to put a lot of pressure on Tom Brady. When we played Russell Wilson last week, we sacked Russell Wilson 6 times. And Tom Brady is not mobile as Russell Wilson. So I expect our defense to play very well. I'll put a lot of pressure on Tom Brady. And, being Bruce Arians likes to push the ball upfield. He's not going to try to dump the ball off. I think that's going to hurt Tom Brady trying to hold the ball, and he can't scramble. So I'm going with our defense to put a lot of pressure on Tom Brady. And it's like most quarterbacks. I don't think all quarterbacks. No quarterback likes to get hit. And I go back to when Brady played with the Patriots and they lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl. And I felt they lose that game because of one reason. I felt that defense had put enough pressure on him to hit Tom Brady and get him off rhythm. And I think that's what happened, in this Monday night game.
If you look at the 3 games that they've lost this year, Skip, what have teams have been able to do? It's 2, New Orleans beating once in Chicago.
Yep.
They could pressure him with 4 and not sacrifice the back end.
Agreed.
And so when you look at Aaron Donald, second in the league in sack, has 9 sacks. Leonard Floyd has been a godsend. For whatever reason, Skip, he could not find his footing in Chicago. He's come to the Rams, and he's been what I think they selected him with the 8th pick in the draft. Chicago did. That's what an 8th pick in the draft should look like. What we've seen, he was NFC Defensive Player of the Week last week for his 3 sacks on Russell Wilson. Skip, the reason why I'm going to take the Rams is that if you look at what gives the Rams problem is pressure. You look at when they lost to the Dolphins heated him up. But
Jared Goff.
But what the Dolphins could do that Tampa can't, they're back in. See, they got 2 $17 million corners that's very experienced. See, Tampa's back in, they can be had with double moves, Skip. They should have lost to the Giants. They should have.
But they didn't.
Drew Brees made them pay. You see, when they got their eye, got them old lazy eyes, they looking in the backfield, you're not playing the receiver, you trying to play Drew Brees. How you gonna stop Drew Brees? You can't tackle him. You need to worry about the guy that you covering. And Sean McVay will take advantage of that. They're gonna get them big plays down the field.
Yep.
J. Ram, pretty soon you're going to have to start mentioning him for Defensive Player of the Year. He's going to be on Mike Evans. Done deal. We're going to roll the cup now. Chris Godwin might have a big game because we're going to double AB.
Are you?
Double AB.
So now you're a we Rams.
Double AB.
You're the Rambassador.
No. That's ED the Rambassador. But Skip, I like what the Rams can do. They can pressure with 4. Back end is pretty good. Jay Rams has been great this year, so I like that. And their offense, you know, Sean McVay dialed that thing up now. He ain't like your guy up in Dallas, the more unimaginative plays.
Yep.
We got a lot of stuff coming.
Coming. So I need to go back to Mr. Dickerson. Can you give me a range of score? You say Rams by what? 3 touchdowns? What? Give me some idea.
I'll say Rams 24-20 Rams.
Only 24-20 after the case you made for a wipeout?
Hey, let me tell you, I didn't say wipeout. I said a win. I said win. I didn't say wipeout. It's all about wins. We don't care how you win. Just like when the Bucks beat the Giants. I mean, they won. We don't care about how you win. You win.
If you guys took down Russell Wilson 6 times, don't you think you could take down Tom Brady, the statue? Like, he's already a living statue, right? A monument unto himself. He can't move a lick. Well, wouldn't you take him down, 8 times, right?
I'm not saying that. I said we will get to him, pressure him, and put it. And Skip, you know this is what it's Shannon. You know this also. Quarterbacks don't like getting hit. They don't. They don't like pressure in their face. They don't like getting hit. But Tom Brady's no different from any quarterback that plays. So, and one thing about the Bucs is they want to go deep down the field. That's Bruce Arians' offense. He doesn't like he doesn't have the back to come out the backfield like a James White. He doesn't have that guy.
The Rams are tailor-made for what they do, Skip, because inside with Brockers and Donald, that pressure's right there.
Okay, so what's your gut feeling? 2 touchdowns?
No. I got the Rams 28-24.
28, so you guys are picking a 4-point game after you told me it's going to be death and destruction for Tom Brady.
I mean, Tom Brady is a great player. I say we're going to win the game. Y'all favored by 4. So that's an 8-point swing.
Okay. So the reason I am loving this conversation from both of you Hall of Famers is because I didn't hear this same conversation leading up to the couple of weeks ago on Sunday night New Orleans game at Tampa. And what happened that week? Remember, Brady on the fly in the middle of a pandemic is trying to instill and install the Patriot way in Tampa Bay. And it's difficult because he's got a lot of young players who don't get what's happening. They didn't get that week that, oh, wait a second, New Orleans is still pretty good. What did everybody say going into the New Orleans game? Hey, the Bucs are the best team in pro football. They got the best defense in pro football, and they got Tom Brady. All I heard that week leading up to a game that I obviously picked Brady to win was the Bucs got this, and they started feeling themselves and smelling themselves, and they thought as a young team that was 7-9 just a year ago, they thought they could just show up at home on a Sunday night and say, here, you guys just lay down and let us run by you, right?
Right.
Did not happen. It was the all-time disaster game. The Bucs defense never stopped Drew Brees. They really never stopped him. It took a fumble to stop him on the 2-yard line, right? And before you looked up, it's like 35-0. Okay, so what did we see last night from Russell Wilson? We saw him at home finally say, you know what? Enough of this stuff. We have lost to this team twice in a row, once at home last year, and I have been turning the ball over like a madman for 4 straight games, and I'm sick and tired of it, and I'm not going to do it tonight. Watch this. That's what Brady will say on this Monday night. And I agree with every point you both made. This is a terrible matchup for Tom Brady because the Rams can get after him with 4. There is no doubt. Obviously, Aaron Donald requires 3 in the middle. And I'm sure right as we speak right now, they're in meetings trying to figure out, how can we, what do we do?
Well, you got your left guard back. Isn't he coming back this week?
Marpet,
yeah.
Ali Marpet. Yep, he's really good. He's one of the better left guards in football, and he's missed 2 games with a concussion. I assume he will be back, especially
he better be better than good. He better be great.
He better be great. So what has started to happen slowly but surely, Tom Brady is starting to develop a new wavelength and connection with Antonio Brown. They just had not played together very much. He played for a minute in New England. What keeps happening? His targets are going up. His catches are going up.
Yep.
He will be the key to this game because you can get him the ball fairly quickly out of the slot. You can use him more like an Edelman or an Amendola to start the game with, just to try to establish that on 3rd and 3, I can hit him for 4 yards on an option route because he is hard to cover. Are you going to bracket him? Or you probably will.
Yep.
But I believe that the X factor on one side is Antonio Brown. And then, Eric, help me out. The last time Jared Goff was in the state of Florida, what happened to Jared Goff? I think it was in Miami. Do you recall that a few weeks back?
I do recall that, but this is a different week. This is a different football team.
Okay, but he turned it over 4 times in the first half, right?
Yeah.
And I started calling him Jared Cough, as in cough it up, because he was coughing it up all over the turf. Well, isn't he good for just a couple of turnovers under the heat that Todd Bowles will turn up on him?
Well, here's the thing. The difference is, Skip, yes, Todd Bowles is going to pressure, but Todd Bowles don't have Xavier Howard and Jones on the back end. That's the difference. You can run all that zero coverage, but Tampa's young receivers, they guess entirely too much.
The corners.
Yeah, the corners. Hey,
Carlton
you guess
Davis and Jamel Dean.
You guess against Sean McVay, you know the double move's coming. With Cooper Kupp and Wood, they're coming. So, okay, y'all go do your thing, Skip, but we got something for you. We got something for you.
Antoine Winfield Jr.
Yes.
Making a case for Rookie of the Year.
He's making a case for Defensive Rookie of the Year. He is.
Thank you very much. I just think this is the game that Tom Brady says, you know what? I'm sick and tired of stinking it up in big night games in prime time. I don't want another Chicago. I don't want another New Orleans. It is time for me to rise and shine tonight, Monday night.
And I mean, doesn't he turn it over too? You know, he turns the ball over a lot in those games too.
I was going to say he turns it over too now.
Yeah, you make it feel like yeah.
So what are you predicting, 3?
Hey, I'm predicting Aaron Donald going to get him.
Yeah. I love how you guys are big and bold, and then you pick 4-point wins.
What you picking?
So what's your prediction?
Oh, you're 41. Are you thinking another Carolina game? Tampa gonna beat them like they beat Carolina? That's what you predicted?
Nope. I'll take your score in reverse, 24-20.
Oh, wait a minute. You talking about they got top? There's one guy. Hey, Edie.
I didn't say wipe out. No, I didn't make any case for wipe out.
There's one guy I don't bet against, and he's not going to want to stake it up.
Okay, on their schedule, there's not a worse matchup than this team for this quarterback.
And what about Jared Goff? You just said last time he was in Florida.
I agree. That's my only hope. Jared Goff.